guys, it's Shadow here, and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. Alright. So, we have a little bit of steel in our back pocket. Might as well use it, and I'm gonna use it on a few things that I want to weld right now because they're awkward, aka these little plates under the ramps. That was a weird sound. Did you hear that? That was like a metal clanking sound. Didn't like that in particular. Looks like everything is still alright though. Everything is still here. Weird. That was a weird sound. Okay. So, what are we gonna do today? Generally speaking, it was mentioned that it would probably be possible to add a few more of these towers, and I agree, that would probably be a smart idea. However, we'll have to kind of fidget with them a little bit, because, you know, just from an aesthetic standpoint, I kind of want to cover these wheels, you know, over the top. I'm not quite sure how it's gonna look because we have to go at least up like 2, I think, or we can actually get over them. But that means that if we, let's say we put another one of these bad boys back here, somewhere like here, that means we cannot just lay it all the way down. But we could, of course, just have them at like 45-degree angles sticking up like that, or I don't know, maybe something like 22.25 going in this direction. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem, I think. But yeah, generally speaking, we're just gonna do a lot of welding today, a lot of like little welding, things that I feel should be done right now. Also, maybe we're gonna just, you know, get a few more like utility stuff done. We'll see about it. I think it probably would be coolest to start with actually these wheel things so we can see how they look. So I'm gonna weld this for now. Just gonna weld the whole section around it. And then we're gonna see design-wise what we can do with it. We moving? I was moving just there. Did you see that? That was weird. I was moving on my own. Very strange. Okay. I know another reason why we do the wheel covers is essentially so that there's a little bit more stability on these metal blocks, because otherwise if something breaks like over here, everything goes to shits. So that's not good. Right, but to get over this, since, you know, there's quite some... Ooh, okay, that's actually... Didn't expect that I could place a block here. That's interesting. Oh, okay. That's neat. I thought I would have to go 1 block extra here, actually. Huh. Okay. So I'm just gonna... And the thing is, over here, I might just be able to just... Yeah, see? Here we can just cover it. Like that. Which is what I intend to do, to kind of hide away that metal, essentially, you know, of the wheel housing, so to speak, the whole mechanical bits. I don't want to wait like that. And then just cover all of this like so. And then we can also have something like this going on here. Yeah, I think that's neat. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That looks pretty decent, I think. And then here we basically just flow over into this section, is what we're gonna do. Into the section for this wheel. Yeah, I need to be one further block back. Here we can do this, and this will run all the way. All the freaking way. So the question here now, just gonna weld these blocks real quick. Actually, I should have... Oh no, I can weld them from below, it's actually fine. So how much do we need here? So on the outside here we have essentially 3, and then there's a little bit of wheel that's sticking out. So the question is, do we do the same here? Like that. But then this kind of looks awkward somehow. I wonder if I have to kind of like do something like this to kind of, you know, make it a little bit more distinct. You know? I feel this is the way to go. Having it smoothly cut off like that. That looks better, I think. Yeah. And then here, this is just gonna be flat. Then, yeah, we can technically put like another hinge either here or somewhere there. I'm not sure. Or we could just pull this level out to here. So we're like level with whatever we have here. Let's just weld this complete wheel casing here, so we have a nice grasp on what we're working with here. You know, how it looks and everything. I'm not sure how this is gonna look the moment we, essentially the moment we use the wheel for steering. It might clip. But I think, generally speaking, it's gonna be fine. Alright, gonna get myself some ice real quick. Get myself some ice. Technically, I could actually fill my bottles now on the ship. On our land cruiser. I think land cruiser is a good word for it. It's not a tank. I'm not sure what you would call this kind of thing. Land cruiser seems like a fairly good terminology for it. Right. Oh, we still didn't. We need some oxygen too. But yeah, land cruiser, land ship, whatever. If you ever played Project Wingman land ships, you know. There's a few of those in the game. A few like over the top, like huge freaking tanks with, like, I don't know, 20 freaking anti-air guns on it and shit like that. That's, oh god, that game is amazing, by the way. Project Wingman. If you like Ace Combat, you're gonna love that game too. Okay, I'm gonna toss some more steel plates into production, because that's what we're needing right now. That's our most dire need at this point. So let's continue with this. Let's go inside real quick and weld these things here, the ones that we normally wouldn't get to. Do that first and foremost. Light? Yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, God. I will not have a lot of steel here. Do we have some more in base? We do. Okay. Might be enough to hold us over until production has kicked up again. Okay. There. So that's all the interior done. Well, all the interior except the top. Alrighty. Jesus Christ, I'm burning through these plates like nothing right now. God damn. Kinda crazy. Okay. There. Let's continue here. Alrighty, I think from the look, it's not gonna be half bad. Just from the general look. It's gonna give it a little bit of mass, and it's gonna give it a little bit more of a, like a armored cruiser kind of feel, I suppose, if that makes any sense. Let's also put the drill back in here. Oh, we do have these production. Ooh, oh yeah. How are we on our frickin' thingamajig? What's it called? 9.5. So the next time this one extends, it's gonna be at max. That's kind of exciting. But yeah, it took a long time. Took a long time to get there. Just use these plates up. I just want to like weld this one thing right now, so we can get a good grasp of it, and then we can lay down the rest, more or less. And I mean, in the end, on top of here, we could put solar panels, maybe. You know, just put some solar panels up here. Or one, I don't know. That's absolutely a possibility. But yeah, I kind of like how this looks, you know, in generally speaking. And then we're just gonna essentially do like the same thing here. Just gonna go like all the way. Right? Does that make sense? I think it does. Let me just not producing anything right now. Really not getting much. It's not getting much stuff at the moment, it looks like. Yeah, I just reset. Should get a tiny bit, but yeah. Okay, we should have some more back here. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, let's pull this one all the way. And then yeah. 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be this. Whoop. Wrong. And then we're gonna go all the way back again with this. Oh, Jesus. Trying to use the no dampener mode in a smart way to make this a bit more smooth, but there you go. Oh. Okay. Got that. Maybe we'll find a smart way to like join these two together in a smooth way, but right now I'm not seeing it. But there must be a way to join these together in a symmetrical pleasing way. Symmetrically pleasing way. Or geometrical? Is that a word? You know, so that it doesn't look like shit, is what I want to say. And again, on here, solar panels, right? Pretty much the whole length, if I can help it. Right now, at the position we are at, it's not gonna do much, but whenever we drive away from the pole, we'll be able to gather a lot more sun through this. A lot more sunlight, a lot more energy created, and it will help us fill our batteries or keep them topped off, rather. That's what we're trying. So yeah, boom, like that. It's gonna add a lot of mass to this thing as well. You know, to be fair, that's gonna make it a bit heavier, but I think that's fine. You can also just, you know, let this flow into here, but that's a decision for afterwards. Let's just lay it down for now. And then we'll go and try to fix the problem with the geometry at the corner, if we have any good solution for that. There. Alright, let me get some energy. Thank you. Whoop. Okay. Full inventory, please. Wink. Make some more. Alright, how can we solve this? Something like that? Oops, that wasn't smart. Never claimed to be a smart man, but there you go. Something like that? Does that make any sense? Just gonna weld a few things here, just so we can get a good feel of this. I'm not 100% certain on this yet. Because like this, it kind of would make sense to extend our slope, if you know what I mean. Showing you in a second here. It would probably make sense to then continue like so. But then again, that would mean that this would be... like, where is it? There. Or it will remain like so. But does that make any sense? Difficult. This might be the solution, though. This might be it. Okay, let's see. And then this continues normally in this direction. Probably. And here it just... Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Again, weld a few things here, so we can get a better feel for it. Yeah, okay. Still looks... I'm not sure. I don't think there's a good way to let this flow into one. Now that my problem is that there's like this triangle here looks out of place. But I don't think there is a way to float this into here without any geometrical weirdness. If you know what I mean. Because if we would do it the same as on the other side, this technically would become this. Yes? And as many blocks as there are in Space Engineers, there is no block that does this. Whatever this is. This weird thing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about it at all. Because technically, there is, like, reasons to do it like that. But then it is awkward because it doesn't fit with here. You know what I mean? Unless we would somehow replace this part over here with that as well. But then we'll have this just sticking out like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? I don't think there's a satisfying solution here. There's no catch-all. I don't think there is. But I think the way we just done it like this, that's probably the smoothest option. But I actually rather have it like symmetrical, and then, you know, we'll have this weird little triangle here that is just strange, but it's fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like that, if that makes any sense. Yeah, probably. So now, technically, we should start welding all of this. You know, so we can claim we've done something this episode, at least. But I'll need a shit ton of plates. And I also don't want to do, like, only welding all the time, you know? I just want to try to keep it a little bit diverse when it comes to what I'm doing. So now we had a good phase of designing, so I'm now fine with welding a few bits and bobs here and there. Especially because if I weld just a part of this, this will give us good, again, a visual indicator on how this is gonna look. If it's gonna feel good, if it's, does it look too chunky, you know? Is it too awkward looking? I think just welding a few, like, meters here will already give us a lot of answers. So that's what we're gonna do. Just gonna weld a lot of blocks here, going in this direction. And then we'll see how interesting this looks. Jesus, I'm burning through plates so fast. It's been a while since we had like a big armor welding job, actually, and, you know, since the big ship. I mean, I've been welding armor here as well, but not so much at once, actually. So I forgot how many plates something like this takes. You know, it's quite a lot of work. Running out. Yeah, let's get one more load if we can. Aha! 70. Come on. One more. Thank you. Okay. The only other way I could think how to solve this is by extending essentially this line 1-2 blocks further or something. And then we could have like a straight line here, but that we're just gonna leave it like that, I think, for now. Somebody has like a very clever idea, let me know, but I just don't see it right now. How we're gonna do this in a smart way. But yeah, if you look at this, you know,
Energy critical.
starts to look like chunky tank, right? I mean, I know there's no, like, tank threats in the game, but I think this is as close as you can get. Well, you know, tank threats. Like, it's kind of like the housing of tank threats. I know that these are not tank threats, not by a long shot. There's, like, a mod that adds, like, tank threats, but they're, like, super visually only. So, essentially, it's like an invisible block that adds, like, threats below, but they don't do anything. It's just a visual thing. And also, if it's a tank, we would probably have some more wheels, like, Like one up here, then one in the front, so we could, you know, just drive up hills without problem. Because this thing up hills, that's gonna be rough, I imagine. So yeah, not gonna happen with this bad boy, unfortunately. But yeah, there you go. All right. I think I'm just gonna end this episode with a bit more welding. Let's try and get as far as we can with this. I should, like, count how many blocks I can weld with each load of 270 plates. Well, to be fair, I can calculate it. 250 is 10 plates, so about 11 plates, if you assume that everyone just costs 24 because it has been placed down already. That's 240, and then another 24 is 264. So yeah, with 270 I can weld 11 plates and a bit of another plate, essentially. But yeah. But yeah, we'll have to do it this on this side, and we'll do it on the other side too. But I have the feeling we're gonna not do like one-to-one replication, if that makes any sense. We're gonna basically move from here to here. So the next thing would be to kind of start, you know, from here, for example, or from here rather, we'll start to build up walls, so to speak, or at least like pillars. And then only after that we'll move over to this side. You know, so we have a little bit of variance during our welding jobs. We don't look at the same block all the time while we're welding. It's the least we can do, you know, just a little bit of variance, a little bit of smart welding, so to speak, so we don't get bored of ourselves. Also, what I'm thinking of next time is to actually finish that second assembler. And then, well, I know I will have to move these anyway, the assemblers, if I really want them to be super efficient because of the ports. So the most efficient I could do them is probably by extending this one up and then going this way. And then one down over there, because then we're pretty much independent and free from all the surrounding blocks. So maybe that's something I'm gonna do next time, you know, just to replace this assembler and then have both assemblers after each other and then start slapping modules on. Again, I'm thinking about just putting like energy efficiency modules on these, because I think if we have two assemblers, it's gonna produce fast enough for the most part. But since we have to kind of, you know, manage our energy output a little bit, at least at the moment, energy efficiency modules might not be a bad call. So that might be something we do next time. Let me just get a few more. Just a few more. But yeah, actually, look, we're almost, I think, more than half way there at this point. It looks decent, you know, it has a little bit of heft to it. I like it. And again, there could be one hinge here, or maybe it's gonna be on top, and then it's gonna have the tower going in this direction, you know, like in a 27-degree angle or something like that. I think that could be working. That could be possible. But yeah, again, next time we're gonna cut up that assembler over there. We're gonna lift this whole assembly line up one, and we're gonna move this way forward to like this point up here, and then have a curve in it going down into this. And we'll place one assembler at the moment and outfit it. I think left and right will outfit it with energy savings, and then top and bottom we might do like the overlapping speed assemblers, speed modules. That might be a good call, I think. But I'm not quite sure how we are energy-wise at the moment. Let me actually check. Just curious. So at the moment we're not wasting any energy. At the moment we are self-sufficient, which is awesome. Our battery is going to be recharged in like... Some of them... Oh, these are probably the ship's batteries. Some of them are going to be in 8, 9 days, 7 days. It's fluctuating at the moment, but, you know. I think I see a fog coming on, maybe. Difficult to say. Alright. But yeah, our plans for the next few episodes are clear. For one, do some welding on here. 2, make this assembler free floating and start putting modules on it. And also... Oh, it's snowing. Yeah, it's snowing. That's what I saw. Not fog. Well, fog and snowing comes in one. And also just generally some more design work, aka deciding if I'm gonna have walls here, like complete walls, or if it's gonna be like pillars, and then just like on the ground floor some walls, and then just some pillars to make it a little bit more light. We'll figure that out all in due time. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and take care.